What's good, y'all? Michael here today with another video. I will be here to talk with you today about the Texans versus Bears matchup tomorrow. So, do the Bears look to rebound after their 6-game losing streak? Watch here to find out. So, this is going to be an interesting matchup, folks, because not only do both teams look like they're in a dumpster fire, not only that, but we get to see two quarterbacks of the NFL in the 2017 draft class. We get to see quarterback Mitchell Trubisky versus the Texans quarterback Deshaun Watson. And who will be victorious? To be the man, you have to beat the man. Okay. You can't say who's better because they never played against each other. You know what I mean? Like, it comes to a football and sport where I can just say, for example, we all know Mahomes is better than both Trubisky and Deshaun Watson because when it mattered the most, okay, Deshaun Watson beat Mahomes in the regular season last year. But then in the playoffs, Mahomes came back from a 24-point deficit, and he blew them out opening day. So I can definitely say Mahomes owns the soul of Deshaun Watson. So to me, when it comes to that draft class, you can obviously say Mahomes is the best quarterback that came out of that draft class. But you can't compare Trubisky to Watson when they haven't played against each other. Like, you can't say who's better. And that's kind of not fair to me because even if Trubisky wins tomorrow, everybody's still going to make the excuse that Watson's on a horrible team. But however, if it goes the other way around and the Bears lose, they are going to say Deshaun Watson that the Bears should have took Deshaun Watson. Guys, I don't want Mr. Overrated Watson, and here's the reason why. I thought he was going to win the Super Bowl, okay? Picture this. He had a 24-point lead. He holds on to the 24-point lead. You know I'm taking the Texans over the Titans. Deshaun Watson could have won a Super Bowl that year. Everybody can agree that if Deshaun, like, you don't know what would have happened if the Texans hold on to that lead. Okay, we could have seen Deshaun Watson in the Super Bowl. And I know he had a terrible head coach, but it's the same thing that happens in Atlanta. You can't excuse the quarterback from all the embarrassing losses they had. All right, and I know the Texans have been in a game-winning streak. No. They also lost a game, but the Texans legit have no receivers. Brandon Cooks is questionable, but I think he's going to be playing under limited snaps. So I don't see a reason why the Bears defense should have struggles. But again, it's Chuck Pagano. Who knows? No one knows who he's going to put in coverage. No one knows anything. So pretty much, yeah, sorry about that. So if I'm thinking about this matchup, the Texans have also been in a huge dumpster fire because, they blocked Will Fuller is suspended for PED obligations, I think it was. Someone got to remind me of that shit. So Buster Screen is out. Thank the Lord. We can see the rookie Venor getting his first NFL career start. Hopefully, he turns out to be a stud. I told you, man. At first, when we drafted Venor, I didn't quite understand the pick because I think we need a lineman. But for this situation, I hope he proves me wrong. But I see Kyle Venor proving like if you look back in my previous videos, I actually give him a D plus in my draft in one of my draft grades. So I hope he does look a little bit average. It's better than Buster Screen at least. So the defense needs to clean up holes, send pressure on Deshaun Watson, make him get out of the pocket, try to sack him, because we all know Deshaun Watson is the key to it, is the key to escaping sacks. So even if he doesn't have an offensive line, it's just like watching somebody dance their way into throwing a ball. It's like, so pretty much it's like what Kyler Murray is doing, being a 5-year-old playing, instead of playing with a bunch of high schoolers, he's running away from all these defensive players that are coming at him. So that's number one. You have to send pressure on Watson. You have to make him throw balls. And the Texans receivers have not been the best, but then again, it's Chuck Pagano. Then the offense. I don't really have anything bad to say about the offense after their performance last game. The only thing I could say about the offense last game was closing out the game. Okay, you're up. You have the ball. You have the ball. It's 3rd and like 5 or 3rd and 4. What do? You run the ball. You run the ball and try to gain some clock. You make the Lions use their timeouts. So that being said, the Bears offensive staff, well, it's not technically on the players, it's just the staff. You have to run the clock out. You know what I mean? And pretty much at worst you punt it. You obviously give Detroit better field position than and all, your game. If you want to know how they can't close games, yeah, they did lose us, but the defense legit needs to step up, because I don't see Chuck Pagano possibly coming back to Chicago unless he proves me wrong. An injury, I already spoke about the injuries, and the Texans legit have no running backs because David Johnson, after being confirmed going, he's now on the COVID list. So that's the main goal. And this rivalry is personal. This matchup is personal, folks. Not only because we have bragging rights if the Bears were to win, not only that, it's because Deshaun Watson told a lie a few months ago about the Bears not wanting to talk to him. Oh, we have not forgotten about that, folks. We haven't forgot about Deshaun Watson publicly lying. All right. That's the reason why this is personal. And the score prediction, and guys, man, part of me wants to pick the Texans to win, but I actually have the Bears winning in a very close matchup. And the score will be 19-14. All right. And I know everybody's going to come at me and say, Michael, you pick the Bears every week. Trust me, part of me wanting to start this saying, I need to pick the Bears to lose. We need a tank. Trust me, I'm not mad if we lose. I'm being realistic with my predictions. And plus, this is in Chicago, folks. We're not going to Houston. Yeah, I know it's not like it doesn't matter anymore because of this year, but it still kind of does matter, because at the end of the day, we're not in the NFL is not in a bubble. It's basically just travel this, travel that. All right. Trust me, I wanted to pick the Bears to lose, but I'm realistic with my predictions. If it was in Houston, hell yeah, I would pick the Texans. But if it comes to home field advantage, yes, it has a little bit of the home team's favor. Anyway, that's it. That's all. Please go subscribe. As always, my name is Michael, and I approve this message.